Pep Guardiola says he is sorry if he offended rookie ref Farai Hallam on Saturday, but insists he will continue to defend his club. The Manchester City boss was furious with the official for overruling the VAR and not awarding his team a penalty against Wolves on Saturday. Sign up for the football newsletter. Thank you. Pep Guardiola has apologised to referee Farai Hallam after his VAR-related outburst on SaturdayCredit, AFP. The Manchester City boss confronted the official after his side's 2-0 winCredit, Getty. He confronted the ref, who was taking charge of his first Prem game, on the pitch at the end and also spoke about him in the post-match press conference. The City boss has since offered an apology of sorts to Hallam, but also explained why he feels so aggrieved. The former Barcelona boss insists he has never spoken about the officials after a defeat during his 10 seasons in England. But ahead of the crucial Champions League clash with Galatasaray on Wednesday, he hit out about the refereeing standards for a fifth time in the last 3 weeks. Read more on football. The latest one was against Wolves on Saturday when Hallam was asked to review a handball by defender Yerson Mosquera by the VAR, but then stuck to his initial decision. Asked about his reaction to Hallam, Pep said, "I'm so sorry, if he feels offended, I know it's not easy on debut. And it's happened. Everyone is so sensitive, I know that. Most read in football." Best free bets and betting sign-up offers. Guardiola pointed to the recent Manchester derby when Diogo Dalot escaped a red card despite a knee-high challenge on Jeremy Doku as one example. Another was the FA Cup final in May when Dean Henderson somehow had a reprieve despite handling the ball outside the area. The first time Prem ref stuck with his original decision despite being sent for a pitchside review. Credit, Getty. Guardiola says he is always careful not to blame officials for a defeat, but after a win, that's a different story. He added, "Just take a look when we have had defeats over the last 10 years. Even the FA Cup final, the position of the referee and the goalkeeper for Crystal Palace. Look at my comments after the game. Never, ever, in 10 years I have criticized the referees." Against Manchester United, what happened? After the United game, what were my comments against the referees? I've been incredibly respectful in my 9 or 10 years about referees, in defeats and everything. I know the referees defend each other and pundits do, everyone defends them. City's players protested the call. Credit, Alamy. And I understand completely. But I defend my players and I defend my club. That's why I owe it to them, my club and my people, what happened in that. Pep also believes he has had good reason to go on the offensive on several occasions this season. He was stunned to see Chelsea given a penalty against Crystal Palace on Saturday for a similar incident to the one involving Mosquera 24 hours earlier. And in the Carabao Cup semi-final first leg at Newcastle, a goal by new boy Antoine Semenyo was ruled out after a 6-minute review. Pep added, "I defend my club and my players. Howard Webb defends the referees. He has to do that. Look what happens in the boxes from corners and free kicks. Every action, it is not easy. Every action is a foul. Every action, but I have to defend my club and my players for many reasons. What I'm saying this season is arguments and reasons why we have done it. When you are 6 minutes for a disallowed goal in the Carabao Cup, I have to tell him you know. The handballs against Wolves, it happened, but then what happened at Crystal Palace and Chelsea? I have to speak. Recommended stories. But when we lose in the Champions League, Premier League, FA Cup, the first statement is congratulating the opponent all the time. I do that because I believe it is fair enough to say. Comments.